Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for January 9th, 2020. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. I'll put a link to each story in the order I talk about them down there so you can read about them for yourself and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Now, real quick, I apologize for missing yesterday. CES can be a bit crazy. My schedule kind of went a little out of control yesterday, and I was unable to get the video recorded. So my apologies. Today is the last day we're here for CES. Heading back. We'll be back in the office next week. So hang in there, and we'll have everything right back to normal, including a normal Q&A and podcast schedule starting next week. So let's get into it with some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now. Starting off with Optimum cable is raising the rates by over $20 a package. So if you have Optimum cable, you're going to pay at least $20 more a month starting next month with your next bill. After that, Optimum has announced a $20 across the board price hike with additional hikes in their broadcast TV fees, regional sports fees, and some packages like the sports package going from $10 to $15. You add it all together and you could get pretty darn close to a $25 price hike every single month. And this will really add up. You could easily find yourself paying over $240 more a year for cable TV with this new Optimum price hike. For all the talk of cord cutting services going up, I don't know any cord cutting service that's gone up $20. So Optimum here may have the biggest price hike of any cable service I've seen so far in the last few months. So keep that in mind. If a service is out there, you think about maybe go back to cable, remember that advertised price is a promotional price. Price hikes happen. This is a perfect example of it. If you want to learn more, check out the whole fact sheet on their site. Check out the story down in the show notes down below. But Optimum is raising their prices starting next month by as much as $20 to $25 per month on every TV plan. All right, Fubo TV is going to be adding more content, and they're going to be giving a $15 credit. Fubo TV has announced in an email to some subscribers that in the coming weeks they're going to be adding, quote, top-tier sporting content to their service, and this came out in an email to customers who lost their Fox affiliate recently as Sinclair pulled their Fox affiliates as Fubo and Sinclair's agreement expired. But they're giving $15 in credits to affected Fubo TV subscribers by giving them a $5 credit over the next 3 months, giving them total $15 there. What exactly this new top-tier sporting content is, I don't know. Fubo has not said exactly what they're adding, other than in the next few weeks they will be adding more top-tier sports content. So I'm going to be watching this very closely. Are you a Fubo TV subscriber? Did you get the $15 discount email? Check your email. You don't have to do anything if you're affected. If you lost your Fox affiliate, which was like in about 30 markets, I believe, you will automatically get this credit. So check your email if you want to confirm and that. But if you didn't have your Fox affiliate before, this doesn't affect you. If you still have it, this doesn't affect you. But if you lost it, you're getting a $15 credit. So leave me a comment. What prediction do you have? What content could Fubo TV be talking about? Are we talking about a sports network? Are we talking about some exclusive deals to bring some content in there? They do have their Fubo Sports Network on there. Could they be adding more content to that? Maybe a partnership with another sports league. I don't know. Do not know what Fubo is up to. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. SpaceX is closer to releasing a home internet service. This week they launched 60 additional satellites, bringing the total of satellites in space. I believe it's 180 now in total satellites currently orbiting the world as SpaceX builds closer and closer to launching a home internet service or a high-speed internet service in general in the summer of 2020 for Northern America, with the ultimate goal to put thousands of these satellites into orbit to blanket the entire world with an internet system that no matter where you are, you will be able to get access to. I'd be very interested to see how that does. And it's great. It's really targeting people in rural America. Natural disasters, they talked a lot about, hey, if a natural disaster happens, you'll still have communications from this network of satellites and more. And of course, one of the things I was thinking about, if you're using this internet, it doesn't matter if you travel to Europe or you travel to Asia, you're going to have internet. It's a pretty cool idea that, if I'm going camping, I have internet. If I'm at home, I have internet. If I'm just at the coffee shop, I have internet. That could be really groundbreaking. This idea of just ubiquitous internet pretty much everywhere, that could be pretty cool. That could be groundbreaking right there. SpaceX is not the only one trying this, though I think they may be the farthest along. Amazon's also trying to do it, and a few others out there. So let me know what you're thinking. We're going to keep a close eye on this and see. A lot of details still to come, including pricing, where exactly in North America it's going to launch first, and how much it's going to cost, and more. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Let me know what you think. Good news if you like BBC content and you want it for free. Yesterday, the BBC and Studios and the CW Seed announced a deal to bring BBC Studio programming to the CW Seed. If you're not familiar with that, that's a free streaming service. It's separate from the CW app. Just search on your Roku or Fire TV, etc. for the CW Seed, SEED. And there you'll find a lot of CW content streaming for free. But now you're also finding 200 episodes and 150 hours worth of scripted library content from the BBC Studios, including the original 1990 version of House of Cards, the British version that the Netflix series was based off of, and a whole lot more like Atlantis, the BBC Studios show there, is now available on the CW. We have a list of everything that was added. They also already announced some content coming in February and late January. So check that out. Link in the show notes down below. But one more great free service out there with a lot of great content to check out. If you haven't checked out the CW Seed, it's a pretty good service. And it's 100% free with ads. So you don't have to worry about not liking it. You can always delete it. It didn't cost you anything. All right, if you have AT&T TV now, you may be noticing new ads when you pause. This week, AT&T announced that they're going to start rolling this out to more devices and to other services like Stars and Epics, where if you pause your show and you wait 30 seconds, an on-screen ad will appear for a variety of different things. This is a way AT&T is trying to generate more revenue without raising their price, and they're going to run this on AT&T TV now, DirecTV, and also Epics and Stars. Now, they say this is a beta. These would be beta ads. They can alter them and edit them as they learn more about it. But they are working on offering additional ads as a way to bring in more money as AT&T tries to find new revenue sources for their TV services. AT&T is not the first to do this. Hulu's already been running these pause ads on their limited commercial plans. If you have that, you hit pause, you may from time to time notice an ad. It takes up about a third of the screen when you pause your screen there. So check that out. Let me know what you think. What do you think of pause screen ads? One of the things I was kind of worried about, if I pause it and I wanted to see something on the screen, because that's why I paused it, that may block it. Well, they say you have to wait about 30 seconds for that to appear. So you have 30 seconds to still look at a traditional pause screen to see whatever you wanted to look at. And then the ad will come up. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Well, one of the hottest new services coming out is called Quibi. It's a new streaming service that will have short form videos. I believe they're sub 10-minute videos. And it's coming from Jeffrey Katzenberg, is one of the big names behind it, and Meg Whitman. So Jeffrey Katzenberg and Meg Whitman got on stage at CES yesterday. Jess was there, covered the whole thing. Great breakdown that she put up over at corecarsnews.com. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. But a few things. They confirmed that the price will be $5 with ads or $8 without ads. Will be launching April 6th, 2020. Will include a variety of content, primarily focused on viewing from phones and tablets. One of the big things they said is if you're watching it in portrait mode and you turn your phone into landscape, the video will seamlessly switch back and forth in kind of a swivel, I believe they called it. They're getting a huge list of A-list stars to back this up. They've even partnered with people like the Weather Channel to do a daily weather video on it. They say they'll roll out with 175 shows and 8,500 episodes in the I think they said in the first year, and they're spending $1 billion, billion with a B, on content. They're really going all out. They really want to capture that phone viewing to offer high quality content. A lot of people say, well, this sounds a lot like YouTube. It really does. Their argument here is, but we're going to be a high quality content, not the amateur stuff you see on YouTube. Maybe I should take offense to that. We'll see. That's not their words. It's just kind of the implied view there. So I don't know. I find this interesting. I don't know. Maybe we're not the demographic. Maybe myself, being technically a millennial, is just too old for this kind of content. They may be trying to target more teenagers, early 20s. I don't know. We'll see. I do know that in many larger cities, if you drive to work, you live in the suburbs and you're driving, you're not really watching maybe as much video on your phone as if you're commuting in public transportation. In cities of public transportation, watching, if you're traveling the subway, you're traveling on the buses, watching videos on your phone are much more common. That 10-minute form factor may play into that a lot. So this may be targeting more people who are maybe finding themselves on subways and on buses more often, looking to consume content in a short form manner. I don't know. You let me know. Is it because maybe I don't travel that way? I drive to work. I drive home from work in the suburbs. That maybe I'm not quite the right target demographic on this? Or do you think there is a perfect scenario here that I'm not seeing? You leave me a comment and let me know. All right, and last story up of the day. Next gen over-the-air TV is on its way. What used to be called ATSC 3.0, they're now promoting as next gen over-the-air TV. It's coming to hopefully 61 markets by the end of this year. Will offer a ton of features, including 4K video, better reception, and more. Well, at CES, they have a booth, and they're promoting that they'll have 20 TV sets with the next gen tuners built into it by the end of this year. And they're shooting to have it live in 60 markets, including the top 40 U.S. markets, plus 20 markets that Sinclair is bringing online. In total, they hope to have the service available to about 70% of Americans by the end of 2020, with at least one or so station running it in those markets. Now, don't worry. If they transfer over, the FCC has said you have to still broadcast in the current 1.0 standard for 5 more years from the date when you actually make the move to launch the 3.0 service. So there's a lot of time here to upgrade. Of course, they're working on bringing dongles and tuners they can plug into your TV and upgrade existing TVs. And new TVs, they're hoping to get them in there. As far as things like, a lot of people are asking, what about my Tableau? What about my TiVo DVR and more? We just don't really know that yet. They haven't come out and said what they intend to do from those companies if they have it. TiVo at one point did demo a working 3.0 version using a USB dongle, but that was more of a experiment. Like, yeah, in theory, using a USB update, we can update some existing TiVos. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, though, if you have a DVR and all that, that's currently the 1.0 standard, which up to this point it's been the only thing sold, you don't have to worry about it. There's even been talks of tuners that'll be backwards compatible to do both 1 and 3.0. But for 5 more years from now, the likelihood in the next 5 years you may want to upgrade your DVR anyways, may be a reality. We'll have to wait and see. So I wouldn't really worry about the what could have, what may happen. It's very possible that we may find things like the Tableau and more finding ways to upgrade their existing devices like TiVo did. So hang on, let's play this out. I do think that in the long run this would be great. The 4K, the additional features, better sound, and more could really make cord cutting amazing because it will really open up a lot more content. One of the big things they're pushing is the fact that in the current ones, you can really have 3 or 4 subs channels. With this new standard, you can have the primary channel and many more sub channels. So you could see a launch of many new over-the-air channels for free, offering free content. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on this and see how this plays out. But I'm very excited with the future of ATSC 3.0, now called Next Gen TV. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a Q&A tonight. No promises that's going to happen. I got some meetings that are running late today. If I don't get out on time, I may not make it back in time to do a Q&A. But we'll play that by ear. I'll be back tomorrow with more cord cutting today. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Can't believe the growth. I think we're at 138,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Thanks for your support. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care and be safe.